Hey weirdos, welcome back. I've already got my nails done. I know, this is going to be just my filing routine. If you want to see how I got this mani on this hand, I will leave the video for you. It was my last upload featuring GG Nail Co. Canyon. Love this color with my whole entire heart. Look how gorgeous. Okay, so where are we at so far? I got all my dip on, encapsulated with gel base, and I removed the tacky layer. You don't want to leave a tacky layer on there. That can gunk up your nail file. I'm going to be using two nail files today. One is a very, very skinny 100-180, and the other is the 150-150. I'm going to first push back my cuticles. You know, when you do a mani, you push back your cuticles to begin with, but over the course of doing your nails, they can come forward again. So I like to push them back again, just to give myself as much room as possible to get my little nail file in there, because I'm going to take care of that cuticle area first. So now with my super skinny nail file, I'm going to get in between the product and my cuticle, my skin, okay? And I'm going to very gently, this does not hurt my skin, does not damage the nail. I'm just cleaning up and rounding out that cuticle area. You want to follow the shape of your natural cuticle curve. 4 out of 5 fingers. We're going to talk about my thumb here in a minute, but the 4 fingers have a very rounded cuticle. My thumb is kind of square, so you want to follow the natural shape of your cuticle line. After I get that done, I'm going to make sure my sidewall area is cleaned up. This is going to take away any product that may have gotten on my skin, maybe a little hanging off the sidewall area. And I'm also going to start refining my shape. I do that by following that growth channel that's running down alongside my nail, but I'm going to taper it in a little bit, and that's how I get that somewhere between a tapered square and a coffin shape. Once I get the sidewalls done, I'm going to move on to the free edge. I'm holding the file exactly pressed up against the free edge of the nail, and that's how I get that flat edge down the free edge of my nail. You may have noticed that I took my brush and I dusted off some of that dust. I find it super important to dust as you go so you can see where you're at. Now I've got my 150 and I'm filing underneath to make sure there's nothing hanging underneath the edge of the nail. And now I'm going to round out and blend down the cuticle area. This will debulk that back side of your nail so there's no ledge between your skin and the nail, because sometimes when you're dipping it can get a little bit bulky back there. So I'm going to debulk that. I'm also going to debulk the sidewalls of my nail. This is going to create that really nice curve going from side to side and from back to front. It's going to make your nail look slimmer, going to make it look a lot less bulky, and it's overall going to look more attractive if you can contour down the sidewalls and the cuticle area. I'm going to contour the free edge ever so slightly. This was a very thin application, which I find is also key with any type of nail enhancement you're going to do. Filing, you can fix a lot of stuff with filing, but the better the application is, the less filing you have to do later. As you can see, I've got that nice curve. It looks pretty slim. It's very low profile. I'm just going to go around and refine, and then we're going to move on. So once I get the nail contoured the way I like it, I can go in with my buffing block. Now, if you're using a gel top coat or any type of gel nail art over this, you're not going to want to use a buffing block. You can. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. There are some stuffs that may happen that you're not going to like. We'll talk about that here in a minute. If you're going to use gel top coat or gel nail art, I would suggest using a file to go over the entire surface of a nail to give it some texture for that gel to grab onto. If you're using a buffing block like I am right now and you're going to use gel over this, it could cause the gel polish or the gel top coat to peel. If you don't want to rough up the nail and you don't want your gel to peel, I would suggest using a primer underneath your gel top coat. That will help prevent against any peeling. So I'm going to let you watch me do this a second time in peace so you can absorb everything that I'm doing. I did not use the e-file for this. I wanted to do two separate videos, one that's just going to be hand filing and one that's going to be just e-filing. You have to use the hand file a little bit when you e-file, just because the e-file is good and it can do a lot of stuff, but it cannot do everything. It can't do what a hand file can do. So I'm going to have that filmed for you and I'll upload that at a separate time. But this is all about the hand file. So I went ahead and I finished filing the rest of my nails, and this is what we're looking like. They're filed, in my mind, they're filed perfectly. They're exactly the way I want them, and that's all that matters. As long as your nails are looking the way you like them to look, and you did what you like to do, that's your perfect method. If something I'm doing doesn't work for you, by all means, feel free to ignore me completely. And if you have anything that you like to do specifically that I didn't do, please let me know down below. I would love to hear about it. I hope you guys found this somewhat helpful. I'm going to show you the finished mani here in a minute. You can go check it out in my last upload. Thanks for spending some time with me today. I will catch you guys in the next one. Love you. Bye.